We are ready for a prolonged war that will destroy the world economy. Iranian leadership declares. We have it there. But my question is this: what does anyone stand to gain destroying the world economy? What do you stand to gain as a country? Yes, it is no longer a news or a secret that Iran is at war with Israel and the United States of America. So if you have problem with Israel and America, please face them head on. Face them as a country. If you have the possibility, if you have the capacity to bring down these two countries' economy, go ahead and do so. But threatening the entire world that you will cripple the world economy because you have a dispute against Israel and US, this doesn't make sense. And this just only remind me about the Quran that teaches that unaliving people guarantees heaven. You know, people that grew up with the mentality that killings is a quick avenue to achieving heaven, they can only grow up having killing as one of things that guarantees them fun, that gives them fun. Yes, a group of persons that have been trained, that have been programmed to believe that unaliving people guarantees heaven. Unaliving people pleases Allah. When you grow up in this way, you see war as an opportunity to explore, to show the world what you've got. This is what Iran is doing right now. Iran is not threatening just Israel and the US, but the entire world. And this should be condemned. Yes, this is condemnable, and the world should condemn this. This is why Iran has been accused of breeding terrorists. Yes, they've been accused of breeding terrorists. And if you look at this attribute of them saying that they are ready to engage in an endless war that will cripple the world economy, it clearly means these are terrorist group, because terrorists do not get scared of engaging in any act of war. They are not scared. They see it as a priority. They find pleasure in it. But the world should condemn this. Iran should not be allowed to cripple the world economy. If you cannot take on Israel and the US head on, please do not threaten the entire world. It is not the entire world that is fighting against Iran. My country, Nigeria, is not fighting against Iran. Several other countries are not at war with Iran. Please, Iran, if you have the possibility of crumbling the entire world economy, do not do so. You cannot punish the rest of the world because of Israel and America. This is my only two advice. If you know a way you can go about hurting Israel and America, do so without involving other countries of the world that are not part of this war. They haven't contributed anything to this war. So please do not bring other countries into this war of yours. I don't know what some people benefit from endless war. People are already talking about ceasefire, how all this should become, let there be settlement, let everybody bear their loss and start all over again. Or you are talking about engaging in an endless war that will bring down the world economy. Now, what for Iran? What kind of country are this? And there are some people supporting you guys, cheering you, say, yes, America is falling, Israel is falling, Iran is rising. Just imagine, in a war, there are no losers nor winners. Casualties are bound to be on both sides. Properties being destroyed, resources gone down, lives lost, bloodshed on the streets of both sides. Is that a victory for any side? Is that something that anyone should encourage? Enough of these killings, man. Enough of the bloodshed. Iran should put a halt to all this nonsense. You have been bombing several other countries, including your neighboring countries. Do you want to become an enemy to the entire world? Iranian leadership, I'm asking you, can you live in isolation? Can you live without the help of other countries? Enough of these killings.